already.
You don't have what?
Fuck's sake, Gary. It's like telling the teacher that we had homework from the day before that they forgot.
It's even
Yeah,
worse. It's like when they're about to wheel out the video thing, going, "Oh, do you know what? You've got a substitute teacher," and then the substitute, they're actually going, "No, your real teacher's back in again. Here we go."
Yeah,
right. Well, do you know
part
what?
two of last week's.
Well, we were going to part two last week's, right? But obviously, teacher's pet here is the only one that fucking remembered. So what we'll do is we'll part two at another time because Kyle has a topic that he would like to talk about today, and
Show and tell in the class.
if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I would also rather talk about Kyle's topic, because I have been sick as a dog this week. So. Yeah, use take the floor and I'll just pitch in. Fuck off with your small tiny violin, Shannon. Being sick's fine, I can handle being sick, but see when you're being sick and you don't get a chance to see it through because you have a fucking toddler running about mental who then gets it. That is testing. That's fucking testing, man. I fell asleep face down on the wee man's carpet. Face down. Because my head was that sore and I had so many painkillers in my system that I just passed out. And I'm like, yeah, I am not in a good way.
How's the wee man?
Takes all the dean.
Sorry, Kyle.
How's the wee man?
He's better now, much better now. Energy's back. My energy's back. It's just the stuffiness that we both have. But Rachel has it. So it's just done. It's jumped from one to the other, doing its rounds of the house. So we're all good though. We're all good. Shannon, sorry, what did you say there?
I said, were you taking Solvadine?
Sulfidine.
Oh, you mightn't get it over there.
I don't know what that is. Kyle, what's the Glaswegian equivalent of sulfidine?
Fucking love translating things. It's just like a paracetamol, mate. It's like
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
strong paracetamol, though, would be.
Yeah, is it
Like,
like
that's what they
Takeda?
were giving me in the fucking hospital. And I was
Like,
like, I can get this over the counter. Like,
yeah.
please not have anything stronger than that. Now, to get it over the counter in Ireland now, because it's got codeine in it, so a lot of people are like addicted to it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you need your doctor to write you a cert, but because I'm an endo girly and my chemist knows, they're like, here you go, pet, and I'm like,
There you go. Uh, nah, it was just lots of paracetamol and ibuprofen, and cough bottles as well mixed in there. So yeah, there was a lot of drugs in my system. They done their job. They took the pain away. So I'm happy, feeling better.
I got some tramadol the other week because when Jen was going in to deliver the baby, she was in hospital for what ended up being 2 weeks. But I've been on a waiting list because I cracked a tooth back there for. I've been on the waiting list for 3 months. But I actually, of course, got the week of Jen going in. Started getting really bad pain, like really bad pain. I've never had gum pain in my life, but it got to the point where I was single parenting Finn because Jen was in hospital and I was going up to the hospital each day and everything else. But like I was in the middle of the night, genuinely like writhing in pain, going, I can't sleep. I was getting all sorts of sweats and pain. I was like, I actually want to just pull this tooth out of my mouth. But anyway, Jen, I don't know if I should be saying this, but fuck it, Jen's dad had all these like painkillers and stuff before he died, and they were in the house, and I'm like, going to take some of this tramadol. And being honest, it's I've had codeine before, and that's kind of slightly kind of nice feelings, almost warm, yeah, whatever. Tramadol, man, it's like you just get
rotten.
it's you're sleepy and lethargic. And I remember I was driving and going, I actually can't keep my eyes open. I was worried. I was like, I don't know if I should be driving with this, but I had to, and I'm like, this is rancid. Like
Yeah.
I actually got to the point where it was like 5 o'clock in the evening, going, I think I need to go to my bed. And I'm like, I've never been to my bed at 5 o'clock in the evening. It's fucking oh rotten.
Yeah, tramadol is fucking lethal, man. Especially if you've never taken it before as well.
And they usually give it to you for a toothache. Like if it's a severe toothache, that's what they'll give you. Because I had an abscess before in my tooth. That's fucking rotten. That is
Yeah.
painful. And they gave me tramadol, and I literally couldn't even get the fork to my mouth. I was like, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, abscesses are rough as well. Like,
Oh, rotten.
man, I was
Probably what you had, I'd imagine.
I was getting sweats and like it was getting all sorts. It was weird. I was like, I feeling like clammy and sweaty and like it was great for sleeping, which I wasn't doing a lot of because you just knocked you out. But I was like, oh, how do people deal with this?
I know,
Any more
I
than have it
know.
all. I could do with some sleeping these days.
Hold Hold on, sorry. Did you listen to Gary's story at the start? And I'm just going to throw it out there that having a newborn in the house that wakes every 3 hours and actually doesn't sleep during the night, you're telling us, out of us two, you're the one that needs sleep right now.
I think everyone's entitled to need sleep.
Everyone does need sleep, but not everyone gets sleep.
Was that fishing?
Was it what?
I would be fishing if you knew that that's what you were doing in the first place.
I'm still trying to learn this, Gary, and I'm not doing very well.
Uh,
There's a difference between falling into the water and then coming out with fishing and claiming that you meant it versus actually trying to catch one in the first place. Yeah.
To do it.
Fuck me. Right, today's topic. Just thought it'd be good. We catch up in terms of where we are with our training goals. Just see what everybody's aiming towards at the moment. What's the thoughts? What's the feelings? What like we're essentially midway through the year. Constantly see this on Desperate PT's Instagram's going, oh, we're midway through the year. Where are you with your goals? So,
Months left.
uh,
are you feeling motivated? Are you getting stuff done? Like,
no, fucking chat GPT, birthday kid pish.
yeah, fuck off, James.
Thanks, Jane.
It does. It's a name, Shannon. It's a fucking name.
Kyle is not putting up with any Shannon's nonsense today.
Not nonsense. It's just how I think.
Yeah, my goal for the last week has been survival. I've actually not trained in over a week.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, I'm going to be I'm going to be walked through the streets of Glasgow with
Okay.
somebody ringing the bell behind me.
I'm actually wearing my Game of Thrones top today.
That's what brought it to mind. But yeah, my training's changed. Not even my training as such. I do the same. I basically do the same movements every fucking week, like regardless of what my goals are. But my intention behind training has definitely changed as the years went on. I when I started this year, I had goals of strength goals for the big three in mind. And I started the first 12 weeks of this year just on a strength program, focusing on the big three. And I objectively I'm the strongest that I've ever been in my life, and that's even with juggling the day life, like which is amazing. But it has been hard work. Obviously with the lack of good quality sleep on my side, it has been harder to recover, I feel. So after I'd done the initial 12 weeks of the strength program, improved my numbers across the board, felt fucking amazing for doing it. I pivoted slightly. I'm still working on improving my strength numbers. I'm just not doing it at as fast a rate as well I was at the start of the year. So a 12-week program might now be a 20-week program. I am training one day less than I was before. And this has all came about since Freddie basically learned to walk. Because holy fuck, the amount of energy that takes up just to make sure that he is not running into things and he's getting the exercise and the attention that he needs and deserves. I just didn't have it in me to do that fourth training session that I was doing at the start of the year. And my intention now behind training is just right now it is just to feel good, and continue pushing the numbers up ever so slightly. Every time I put a training video on, Kyle's fucking commenting, "Get 105 on that bar, get 110 on that bar." I know I've got a wee bit more in the tank. My joints don't enjoy it right now, so I'm building up slowly. Kyle's
Uh,
shaking his head at me.
I have another boy on Instagram as well. I'll not name him, but I was like, he put up this video, and I'm like, it was like a fucking 6 out of 10, and he was like, "Oh, solid effort." And I was like, "Come on," like I was like, "Come on, you've got far more." And he's like, I don't believe in lifting anything more than like a 7 out of 10. And I was like, right then.
Yeah, get that in the bin.
Yeah. So the same
Well,
rules
you want to
apply.
live in your comfort zone. That's cool.
Yeah. So say Shannon, just see what you said. Just direct that towards Gary next time that he puts up a fucking chat.
I'll just write shite bag.
I do.
Oh.
I
This is
do. That's it. Did you miss that? I called him a shite bag.
yeah, yeah. He's what my issue is. I think Gary definitely does have a bit more in the tank, but
Oh yes.
it gets to the slightly higher numbers, and then the numbers gets in the head more than the actual lift gets in the head, and then it's
So then he's scared for his wee joints. So you do all your warm ups. You're grand.
Nah,
this isn't the whole topic today wasn't actually talking about training goals. It was just literally an intervention for Yari. We were
Gary,
sort
yeah.
that's fishing, Shannon.
of
Yous fucking
Oh,
have me hook, line, and sinker.
right. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not getting fishing because I just jumped along there being like, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, what was I gonna say? But yeah, to be fair, there's a lot to be said about training to feel good. I, for the last few weeks, have very much felt like donkeyed it. And each time that I've woke up, I've been like, I've ignored my whip band. I think I've said that last week, but I've ignored it because it just tells me you owe a sleep debt. You were spent more time awake. Try and catch up. Go to bed earlier tonight. I'm like, I'm aware of all these things, Mrs. AI, but at the same time, I can't do that. So I have gone a wee bit of training, and I'll be honest, the training itself, compared to 3 weeks ago, feels rancid because sleep deprived and the frequency is less. I don't know if the heat is helping either. It's hard to actually separate those things because I'm like, oh, it's a bit tender. But just on the back of Gary's point here, I definitely find after doing the thing feels so much better. Like so much better.
Yeah, I agree. I right now I'm using workouts as a source of energy for me to give me that little boost. I will come back. I've got these numbers to hit before the end of the year, and I'm fucking determined to do it. It's just like a little, what do we call it? Coasting phase right now,
Mm. Have coasting
whilst
times.
a little coasting phase, whilst Rach and I find not necessarily a new routine, but as I said, just because Freddie's now walking, he requires a lot more attention, a lot more energy, a lot more focus. So we are just trying to figure out how to balance that evenly between us, because that's something that Rach and I have been very, very big on from the start, is like sharing the load. So we're just trying to find a nice balance of being the parents that we said we were going to be and looking after ourselves too. But I fucking love my training. Although I'm not pushing as big a numbers as Kyle expects me to, or wants me to, or says that I can do, uh, I feel fucking incredible after I do it. Like, I I've never really done an upper lower full body split before. When I train 3 days a week, it's usually always been three full bodies because of the focus on the kind of the big three. But I went to an upper lower full body and it just feels great. I look forward to coming in and doing like a see if I'm not really feeling it that day, I'll do my upper session because I know, legs fucking gas me out, man. So it's nice to have that option of being able to do what I perceive to be a bit of an easier session, even though my numbers are still improving. But it's yeah. Right now, I'm using it as a source of energy to get me through the rest of the day, and it makes me super productive as well. Like right now, I'm sitting feeling like a fucking bag of spuds, because we slept in this morning and it was a mad rush. But anyway, I digress. I know when I go into the gym later and I get my wee training session done, then I am going to have the motivation and the energy to blast through my check-ins and give everybody the attention that they deserve and need, if that makes sense.
Does I was listening to someone talk about zone two, like the running zone two, where it's this big.
Never fucking heard of it.
You've never been in zone two, Shannon.
That's why I'm saying I've never heard of it. I don't know what zone tune is.
Shannon's zone one or zone five, nothing in between.
Yeah, Shannon's
Zone
issue.
one. I'm zone 5 all day.
Well, Shannon's issue is firstly she wakes up in zone three through anxiety, but the second part to that is
I just gradually keep going.
Shannon is so strong, which is great in a lot of ways, but Shannon doesn't know how to pace herself. I don't know if that's an autism thing or just a Shannon thing, but she also like she runs at a pace where her heart and lungs can't keep up with because as much as her body can, and then all of a sudden there's going to come this point on a mathematical equation where her heart and lungs can't keep up with her demands that her body's putting on them, which means that she goes straight from like zone one to zone five, and it's just a matter of hanging on. There is a video somewhere on my Instagram of her doing a 5K at some point, which is beautiful to watch because you literally just see her dying, dying, dying. Um, at some point soon again, I'm going to record her again now that she's back running. But I'm hoping by that point she can pace herself. I was going to say,
You are going to be you're going to be in that Dundalk Dolls group chat saying there was a creepy guy recording me when I was running past him. Just don't do it for the bushes, please.
she's
I'll
yeah.
make another viral video. Watch this. Latch on to me only claim to fame.
My point to that actually wasn't to have a go at Shannon as much as it turned out that way because she picked up about zone two. But what the chat about zone two was the fact that like the reason zone two gets such a big kudos right now is because people, when they're getting into running, have realised that it's a way to be able to move their body that is next to stress free and they can do it for a long time. They can recover from it quickly. It gives them energy. And again, you can just do it almost on a daily basis, zone two stuff. So when you look at exercise is still stress. If you're constantly doing, people ask how often you can train. I'm like, well, theoretically, you could train every day if you like looked at your RPE zones and your zones when it comes to running, when it comes to training. I think Gary, as much as I give him a hard time for not lifting 105 when he's capable, I think when we look at it, like doing anything that's maximal is going to be another stress to your body, and your body interprets stress like it doesn't matter if it's you having stress at work, you again hurting yourself, you going to the gym, it still releases cortisol, and your body can only deal with a certain amount of it. So that's going to have an impact on your mood, your sleep, your digestive system. One of the biggest issues I have with clients who train a lot is the clients who want to train at a 10 out of 10 effort all the time. They might think that they're doing class, but then they're like, oh, why am I hungry all the time? Why am my sleep shit? Why am I not feeling great about training? I'm like, that's because every time you go in, it's you against the world, and that's never going to feel great. There is a balance. There are also people that just don't ever push intensity. And for me, I'm like, see if you just actually pushed it a wee bit, the benefits you'd get from training would be super. But don't live on the one, don't live in the five. Kind of fluctuate between them. Touch on both of them. All of them.
It's quite okay to be in the middle ground.
Yes, correct.
I
By the
think
way, when you were
middle
talking
ground with
there,
running.
it was, when you were talking there, Kyle, I coughed. I don't know if the mic picked it up. I meant to mute my mic and cough. Instead, I muted the volume on my laptop and coughed. So apologies for
Didn't
Nice.
even notice.
that. Yeah. Anything else about my training for now? Obviously, we'll caveat it further, but shall we uh, hear what you're up to just now, and then we can talk about it a bit more after?
Yeah, go on, Shannon.
I'm back. I'm back doing things again. It's great. See the way everyone's like, you only have 6 months left of the year. I'm making the most of this year. Yes, sir.
See, the last person that infamously said, I'm back, was Ronaldo when he scored 2 goals against Uzbekistan and is now out the World Cup crying on Instagram. So maybe I'm back isn't the best wording to be using.
Okay, what could I say instead? We'll think about that later. Um, so the first half of this year was me just trying to figure out whether I'd endo or not, and then we got a surgery, and then we had the surgery, and then we were trying to recover. So the last 6 months of that kind of was just me training, machine based, dumbbell based. That was it. But now we are back. I can't think of anything else to say. With barbell movements, and they're actually moving so much better than before. Like I deadlifted last week, and I was kind of like, don't know if 90's going to go on my first time deadlifting again. It shot. I was like, that actually felt way too easy. I was like, whoa, squatting, back getting into depth again, no pain. My bench, it's a little bit of a meh at the moment, but it's the nails. The nails don't help. Being a girl is hard. They keep stabbing me, and I'm like, ow. We're back running pain free. I'm running that good. Creepy men come from bushes at me. Uh,
And other creepy men want to record you.
yeah, he even snuck up on me one day at run club, and I was like, ah, traumatized. But we're trying to learn how to pace ourselves, which is really hard. Like really hard. I really can't do it at the moment. I will do it, but at the moment I'm struggling because we take off, say, at Run Club. And even last week, Kyle and Niall were running ahead of me and they were doing like interval work. And I was right behind them for a bit. And I was like, look at my watch here. Why am I behind them? Like, they're obviously going really slow. No, I was Speedy Gonzalez. I was going with their pace and I was like, let's pull that back a bit. And then the heat isn't helping with the running. I'm fucked with the heat. Holy moly, that's so hard. I was running the other day and I really did pace it back and I was still struggling to breathe. I was like, huh. So we're just trying to find the balance there, but we've locked in some really big goals, locked in like the kids for the next 8 months. So I'm excited.
I
Yes.
think. Oh, on you go, Kyle.
Yeah, I see, just based on everything that Shannon just said, can you tell me what her training goes off for the rest of the year?
And I've no
Oh,
idea. She's locked in. She's got
I'm
big
locked in.
goals.
I've,
I
I've, I've
thought,
heard a lot. I've heard a lot about what she's doing, and she's told us that there's training goals, but she's not answered the question about what they actually are.
right, a life update, but okay. We're currently in a deficit, and we're feeling great for that one. We're going to do that for a wee bit, hoping to get about 5 to 6 kg off and see what the body looks like from there because I've loads of muscles and I'd like to see the muscles again. It's great. I can already see my stomach being flatter, and I'm like, yes, bring my abs back, please, of some level. Uh, Depending on how we look, we'll do a photo shoot to show off them muscles. Um, we are looking to do times for my 5K and 10K, get sub 30 again in my 5K, get sub 1 hour on my 10K, and then do a half marathon next year. And yeah, strength, we're just going to keep pushing. I can't remember numbers.
Good.
Yeah.
It's very nice to have you back. I can't even begin to imagine how hard it must have been from a mental aspect. No, you like I could see how hard it was physically, but from a mental point of view, like I can't even begin to imagine how difficult the start of this year has been because you haven't been able to do what you know you're capable of doing. You haven't been able to do what you have done in the past just because of all the endo and the surgery and the recovery and stuff like that. So it's nice, and you're a lot more chirpier.
Let's say the word chirpy, twins.
Yeah, well, you're a lot more chirpy. Either that or you've just been in the kitchen snorting lines of coffee, sorry, because you're fucking buzzing this morning. But I think that's come off the back of, you actually being able to do what makes you feel good again. And it's wonderful to see. I'm
Thanks,
delighted for
guys.
you.
Kaya's gonna hate the fact that I'm so chirpy and happy all the time again. I think he was starting to enjoy miserable Shannon.
That's because miserable Kyle just wants everybody to come down to his fucking level.
I know. That's right. Yeah.
But
I
then
went.
when I get too far, when I go past his level, he's like, the world's not that bad, Shannon. I'm like, fuck me, there's no pleasing you.
That's because he's fluctuating between zone 2 and 4.
I tell
You
you
either
what.
get so one or five with me.
I do love the fact that you're back, Shannon. Well done. But I was going to say, based on the fact I'm miserable, I done a run last night, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to try and stay in a lower zone. I'll just go a wee, whatever. I'll go without earphones in, and do you know what? I started doing that thing, Gary, that you'd done, where I was like, I'll just listen to my thoughts, and it started off with why. the cunts with shite cars, soup them up. It's literally, I don't understand if you've got a shite car why you would put like a big revving engine on it and make it sound like you're in. I heard a few things and I was like, oh, I was expecting like a fucking Nissan Skyline to be coming beside me, and then you've got this like fucking Fiat Punto that I'm like,
I was thinking of a Toyota Yaris.
Listen, it's not what's on the outside, right?
I don't disagree, but at the same time, it's like having a really small cock and then putting a bell around it and going, right, well, what's the point? Like, and then
Listen, I am of the belief if you have a very loud exhaust, the louder the exhaust, the smaller the penis.
I
I
think that
stand by that.
I think there probably is a correlation behind it, not that I've ever tested it, but I got a lift home from somebody from Five Asides once. I didn't realize the car that they had, and they like it literally was one of those where it was like proper souped up in every corner they turned. It was almost like the fucking nitros was going off, and I was going, I think I'm going to go out and walk. I think I told the guy that I actually lived somewhere I didn't, just so that one, I didn't get dropped off at my door like that, and two, that I could end the journey sooner. Like, there's no need for that whatsoever. But
Kai was in the passenger seat like Shannon on a podcast.
that was good.
It's this
Um,
reclining chair. I love it so much.
yeah, what was the other thing that? Oh man, see grown adults that fucking cycle on the footpath. What are you doing? What
Yeah.
you doing?
My
They ring their silly
journey
little bell to be like, get out of my way.
my journey to work now has it's been increased by about 10 minutes because they have closed, which was a perfectly fine, double lane road on each side. It wasn't, it was more like a single lane road, but it opened up at the end. So there was loads of traffic coming up and down. They closed it to build a cycle lane, and now it's two single lanes for cars the whole way, and it's backed up with the traffic. They're still working on it. Fucking seen about three people using it, and it's been going for like 4 or 5 months. They are still cycling either on the road that we're driving on or the pavement, which you kind of get two people walking side by side on. And the cycle lane is just fucking empty. Pisses me off, mate. Sorry, that just yeah, that tickled me, that one. Apologies.
It's just
It's
glad
welcomed.
it's not just me that's miserable. We've exposed you.
Aye, aye, but I'm ill. I've got an excuse.
Oh, yeah, mate, I've got no excuses, none.
No.
Um, yeah, so my training goals at the moment are literally to maintain what I had last month into the next 3 months without getting any worse. Because as much as every part of me mentally wants to go in and smash PBs, and because to be honest, I am the fittest and strongest at the same time. I'm not objectively the strongest I've ever been, but in terms of the body weight I am at and being able to be the fittest I am, I'm both the strongest and fittest that I have been at the same time. And I was in a really good flow of things before the baby came. However, periods of imbalance. So it's a case right now where it is a bit of maintenance. Ideally, still want to see, not that I'm taking the foot off where I can push, I will, but I'm just like, I'm aware that right now is not the time to majorly push. And to be honest, I'm enjoying it a wee bit more at the moment because still tracking food, even though I don't really want to. The sun's been out and stuff, but I mean, I've been having like a ice lolly, shout out fruit pastilles, ice lollies and stuff. Because the calories are slightly higher to kind of allow for that at the moment. I've still been getting the steps in. I'm just kind of doing it with, oh, you might have seen my Instagram story, but Rocky, Fizz, Finn, all at the same time. So I've got the dog,
I love that Fizz goes with yous.
I've got the baby, I've got the 2-year-old, I've got the dog, and I've got the cat all coming out with us at the same time. But as much as that's a shite goal to have, well, not a shite goal, that sounds like a shite goal to have. It's the most important thing because ultimately, when I can push again. So, my idea is to establish a 3 month routine, just maintaining things. After we get to around September, October time, we're planning on going to the holiday, September, October time. My plan is to then look at signing up for some form of CrossFit competition because that scares me a wee bit, and it's been a while since I've done something that properly scares me. And to be honest, I could run another marathon and I could run another, or I could do another powerlifting competition. It doesn't excite me anywhere near as much as doing something like that. So that is the plan.
That's exciting,
Did you
man.
get High Rocks tickets for yourself?
That's a touchy subject right now, Shannon.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm this is a fucking saga that I kind of worms that I didn't really want to have to open. So I got an early access ticket link, and I thought, do you know what? Great, 11 o'clock on Wednesday. I need to go and whatever. I went to go and I went to go and book them. But on that morning, it was also the hottest morning of the year, and ended up getting what I think was heat stroke because I went out running that morning. I then ended up in the toilet spewing, being sick, think I had heat stroke for a couple hours, so missed the window of opportunity to get High Rocks tickets. They go on sale today, I think at 1 o'clock.
Oh, I was going to say, fuck, I forgot they went on sale today as well.
No, they go on sale for general public 1 o'clock today. So we'll see what happens. But be honest, as much as I want to, I'm not going to be devastated if I don't. It's only because I'm a lot fitter than what I was last year when I done it. I'd say I do pretty well at it, but at the same time, still annoys me. Not gonna lie.
Fucking gay anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's an admission right now.
I wouldn't mind doing one, a solo one, and Kyle said he would love to see that happen because he was like, I'd love to see you die. And I was just like, but I've already gotten 2 out of 3, so I'm like, could I just do the solo so I can have like 3 out of 3 and be like, ah, I've completed it, mate. Fuck yous all.
What do you mean
I
free?
also don't justify the pricing of it. I'm like,
What do you mean 3 out of 3? Sorry.
I have the mixed double, the women's double, and I just need a solo then, and I've done all 3 categories.
Right, yeah. You, I mean, you can't claim any of them until you've done singles by yourself.
I
There you
know, so
go.
it's like the Infinity Stones. I
He's
just need the
he's
last one.
he's calling you out, Shannon. He's fishing.
He's fishing, but I obviously don't understand fishing, so I'm just like, okay, I understand that. Like, I need that other one, but I also can't justify 200 fucking quid for a ticket for a badge.
This is where I'm going to disagree with you, Shannon. You can, and the reason that you can is because you justified the same price for fucking Westlife tickets and
I didn't go to Westlife.
whatever it was, Oasis, whatever, fucking.
I only paid
I
80.
can't believe you just got Westlife and Oasis mixed up, man.
Yeah,
That is fucking
fucking
mental.
I'll
Westlife.
tell you, I'll tell you why they're the same. Because they're two bands that people go mental for that I think are overrated. So don't care what your thoughts are on them.
Right. See when
I love a wee Westlife from time to time. Would I go see them? No. I love Oasis. I did go see them.
I don't know if it's just me that does this, right? But I hate when people refer to bands or people refer to like groups, like boy groups and girl groups as bands. I see bands as people with musical instruments, playing music, making music, not four fucking bufters standing on stage with microphones and not making any music at all. That, in my opinion, is a group. Does that make sense?
It
Yeah,
makes
no, like One Direction was a
A
boy group,
group. Yeah,
uh,
yeah, they were a group.
the biggest boy group of all time or something.
Yeah, they were not a band.
why would they be referred to as the biggest boy band of all time?
Because
Oh,
it
actually,
sounds
no, some they
better.
do play instruments, so they technically would fall into that
Ah,
category.
right. Anyway,
Can I
that's
can
not.
I throw out there that I do not care enough to have this argument?
But
And
you're the
yet,
one that brought up Westlife. You started this.
right, Shannon, your brain may have went to the fact that Westlife was a thing, but the point to it was you spent an obnoxious amount of money
No, I
on.
didn't.
Shannon, you're about to send Kyle into his own six.
How didn't you? Tell me how you didn't justify how you didn't, Shannon. Did you get them for free? Did you go to Oasis for free?
No, I didn't buy the really dear ones. I was like
Oh yeah,
fucking
yeah,
up at the
because it was.
very top.
Yes, that's what sparked all the Twitter controversy when people were moaning about the really cheap tickets you could get for Oasis. Fucking how much did you pay for them, Shannon?
80 each. I think that's decent enough for a
One,
concert ticket.
160, right. So see if you were to do a High Rocks doubles, do you know what it costs you? 150. Plus you then add on the photo package if you want that. If you were to get your photos taken in Oasis by a professional photographer, it's going to cost you more. So see when you're talking about the price, it's fucking comparable. I think Oasis is a fucking waste of time. I think anybody who spent more than 30 quid on a ticket fucking should get their head seen. I don't agree with the price of High Rocks tickets, but see when you're a High Rocks organizer and you're going, we have queues of people. I looked at the queue the other day and there was 8,000 people queuing for early access tickets. See in their head, they're going, we're going to sell these tickets. I have no issue, supply and demand. Fucking go for it. Do you know what? The thing that will stop them charging that amount of money is people going into it. But see, at the same time, you tell me you can't afford it or justify it. I'm like, well, you can because you went and spent Oasis, and you've now just even fucking further done your point in by going, they weren't that expensive when the actual price point is exactly the same as what High Rocks was. So how do I say this? Checkmate.
The caffeine's obviously kicked in for Kyle.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, like once in a lifetime experience
Shan,
where
get
little
it booked.
Shannon has just been fucking pulled apart because she can go do high rocks.
Well, okay, can I then ask you the question? If Oasis is a once in a lifetime opportunity where people have done fucking as many Oasis concerts as they've done High Rocks, why isn't High Rocks a once in a lifetime, or why can't it be?
Because I can do it a load of different places at once. Like there's so many opportunities.
See, when Oasis come out with tickets, is it just one tour that they do? Is it just literally one place they go to? You can only go on one night. Is that it? Yeah.
The only place I could go to was Ireland.
Why? Did you not have a passport? Did you not go
It
all
was
the
actually
places?
expired.
You're not winning this one, I don't think.
No, I'm not. Do you know what? It's fucking. I'm not good. Can you still use the word retarded? I don't know if you can. I'm
And you dropped the hard R a few weeks
So
ago.
baffled. I'm like, I don't compare the two at all. Like, I will try and get a High Rocks ticket, you fucking bell end.
Shan, I
That
appreciate
make you feel
music.
better.
I appreciate music. I appreciate going to gigs. I am on your side for this
Yeah,
one.
you could understand that. I was like, this is a big thing to go to.
First time in like 25 years that they were doing gigs and
And they didn't
shows.
kill each other. It was brilliant.
I'm here with you, Shan. Don't
Do
you
you
worry.
know what you could do? Do you know what you could do? You could just put on a YouTube clip of the concert. Oh, do you know what? Even better, you could wait till somebody goes to the concert and puts every fucking thing on their Instagram story because you're practically there anyway.
That drives me
Here's
wild.
here's an idea.
Record the whole
Oh, Shannon's internet's kicked in. Here's an idea. See if Kyle pays you more, Shannon. You could afford a couple of Halifax tickets, Kyle. You're laughing at.
Just Shannon's taking a weekly stroke.
The internet went fucking nuts there. Uh,
Hold on, hold on. I don't want it to be a lost that, you know what, at the moment I've said you could put a YouTube clip on of Oasis. The reason that Shannon had to get tickets is because our fucking Wi-Fi was buffering.
yeah, if Shannon did not see them in person, she was not seeing them at all. Wonder will last 15 minutes for Shannon.
the
Uh,
encore.
that was probably my favourite segment of this this episode so far. What the fuck just happened?
Comparing Oasis to High Rocks.
Oh, that was good fun. That was good fun. Numbers for me, I didn't actually specify my numbers, so there's no change since the start of the year. I want a 180 deadlift. I'm currently sitting at 165. It went up 5 kilos in my 12 weeks at the start of the year. Um, I also want to drop a bit of body fat though, so is 15 kilo in 6 months achievable, Kyle? For me, dropping body fat, looking after my joint. I'm joking. I'm just making excuses now.
I,
Uh,
I just want to know what
Did you
Shannon.
say 50?
15.
I thought you said 50. That's why I was sitting there going, huh?
No, 15.
I was just waiting for Shannon to explain the faces that she was making because as much as I think 15 kilos is doable, Shannon's face said otherwise.
I misheard it. That's why it was like the whole thing last week with support in England. I misheard something.
Oh, let's not go down that rabbit hole
Let's not
again.
go back there.
So yeah, 15 kilo increase in my deadlift between now and the end of the year. A 10 kilo increase in my squat between now and the end of the year, and I want a 10 kilo increase in my bench as well. I hit the hundo at the start. Well, no, the start of the year. I hit a hundo around about March time, and I want to get a 110 by the end of the year. Kyle believes that I can do a 105 right now.
Yes.
I mean, I think science would also say that you can do
Science would say that
105
as well.
right now.
Uh, So yeah, that's my numbers for the end of the year. It's the numbers that I set out at the start of the year. I actually set out a sub 25k at the start of the year as well, and I've done 3 runs this year. So that's going well.
Oh, I thought you were going
You
to say
have
you've done it.
marathon in October.
I've not signed up for it yet.
At the rate at which Gary has trained for this half marathon that he's now signed up for, and also your ability to pace yourself in a high rocks, should you ever get tickets, I'm so keen to see both you die in October, November.
I'm going to fucking do it. I will sign up for the half marathon after we record this podcast, and I will stick it to the man.
I'm going to go out in Blades of Glory if I get High Rocks tickets. That's where I'll die.
No,
Just
Shannon,
finishing.
apparently you can't afford high rocks tickets, they're too expensive.
I didn't say I couldn't afford, so correction, sir. I just said I thought €200 is quite steep for a badge. If you got a medal and your photos and that, I'd understand. But the little Velcro badges, I just can't understand it.
You need
Shannon,
to sign up for Spartan.
Shannon, for 200 quid, you are getting your photos taken. I don't know where they're getting the number from. You're getting your photos taken
I
for.
know, but like just for a Velcro badge as well, I'm like, give me something better.
Shannon,
Like a t-shirt and a medal.
the fuck would you be getting a t-shirt for? Nobody at High Rock wears t-shirts, never mind it.
Well, all the girls have to wear some sort of top because we can't just go frilly nilly like the rest of yous.
Shannon, I am going to give you a piece
Free
of.
the nipple.
I know this is technically not at a team meeting,
Sure,
but I am
sure.
going to give you a bit of business advice here. See the 200 quid you're thinking about right now. So do you know what you get from that? You get authority in the sense if you do that and you do well and you document it yourself and you use those photos, do you know what will happen? Is you're likely going to get people who want to do the same and you will get clients from it. So see the 200 quid that you've spent. It's not even 200 quid that you've spent on that. You will make that money back if you're intelligent about the way that you do things. Does that make sense?
You just can't give out about a price of something without it having to be deep. Like
Do you know what
I
you're
was
not, do you
saying,
know what you're not
it's
making
gone
money?
up every year. I just can't understand it.
Do you know what I guarantee you're not making money from? The 3 different posts you put up about fucking Westlife or Oasis. You're not making money from it.
Didn't pull up any post about making Westlife because I haven't been to
So
Westlife
he's
since I was
fishing.
5 years of age.
He's fishing, Shannon.
Uh,
He's fishing.
I
Don't
think
you?
Kyle actually likes Westlife, if anything. He's the one who keeps bringing up Westlife.
So the last concert I went to see was no, actually it wasn't. It was Lewis Capaldi, wasn't it? This was
Great.
And it was probably €30 then for those tickets, was it?
I think it was 60.
Yeah.
Is that fucking
Right,
furball you've got
so
in your mouth?
we're now transitioning into a music podcast, it seems.
No, apparently not, because we're using the wrong words for bands and groups and all that. Apparently I'm the grumpy
Over
one.
25.
That's just my interpretation of it. A band's not a band unless they have at least a
One
musical.
instrument.
No. I'm not going for 4, 5 boys standing on a stage on one guitar. It's not a band. Fuck off. It's still a group.
I I honestly am the least musical orientated person. See right now,
We know.
I couldn't care. I really couldn't care.
What's your piece of advice for people that have gotten to this point in the year, over halfway through the year, and they feel like their goals that they set at the start of the year are maybe just a little bit out of reach? Maybe they've not quite put the work in for the first half of the year to get themselves to where they want to be. What's your best piece of advice for getting them back on the wagon as such?
Are your goals actually your goals? There's no point in fucking jumping on a wagon that's not actually your wagon. Like, there's no point in jumping on a wagon to go to a destination that you didn't think you wanted anyway, just because you felt you had to move somewhere. The biggest issue I have with people setting New Year's resolutions is a lot of the time it comes from, and we spoke about this at the time, a place of emotion where you're feeling shit. So to feel better, you just want to move in a direction. And that's not a bad thing, but often a lot of the things that people do is set these expectations of things that are impossible in the first place. So we're always going to break and it just makes you feel like a failure. I would probably look at 2 things. One, I would go, your health and fitness isn't optional. Like, you need to start finding a way to be able to do it. It's just finding a way that you can fucking tolerate in your life. So I don't particularly care what that is for you. Like, I'll preach to the fucking cows come home about your food, about your training, what's best, what's optimal, and what fits your life. But only you know the things that you actually want to achieve. Like, and I think that's the big thing in the first place. So actually looking at where you want to go with things. It's not too late. It's never too late. Actually, the people who tend to do, I think I said this at the time, back in fucking December or January, the people that often do the best aren't the ones that start in December or January. So people just, it's not the people who start Mondays. Mondays cripple more people than anybody. It's the people who go, "Do you know what, fuck it, I'm starting on Friday. I'm just, you know what, and by the following weekend, they've actually, you know what, they've got so much momentum behind them, like, oh, I've broke the cycle, we're grand. Like, we're, whatever. I would look at what is sustainable for you and just fucking, like, it could be simple. See if you're somebody who's fucking midweek drinking right now and you're just having a few during the week. It could be simple as going, like, I'm going to cut out midweek drinking and that's going to be my goal. Like, it's not going to be perfect, but you know what? I'm more often than not just going to pack it in and I'm going to start walking a wee bit instead. Fucking
There
great.
you go. Fucking mic drop. I definitely think taking a step back and having a look at the goals that you set for yourself.
Like a little
Busy.
audit on yourself.
Eh?
Like a little audit. Go through what you're
Exactly.
doing and what you want to do and where
Yeah.
you're at.
And just remember that it is okay to go through periods of coasting. You don't always need to be pushing for the next big thing. As long as you are consistently showing up for yourself, as long as you're getting your movement in, it doesn't always need to be a fucking 10 out of 10 session. It doesn't always need to be aiming for the next big thing when it comes to your lifts, when it comes to your training. You don't need to punish yourself in the gym. You don't need to punish yourself by running in zone fucking five all the time. You can go through little periods of coasting, and if that is what you have to do right now to get yourself back on track, then so be it. It's okay. Just don't let the coasting last too long, and then you find yourself getting to the end of the year, and you're frustrated at the lack of progress that you've made on your numbers.
I'm just going to add into that. I don't think, like you said this here, I don't really need numbers on things. I was thinking about this the other day on my fucking non-earphoned run. I was going, I'm doing a lot of running. My running was originally only meant to get me fit enough to do high rocks. Like, imagine Gary right now, you've done 3 runs, but like it was almost a similar point last year where I'd almost identically only done 3 runs. I signed up to high rocks in November and was like, I'm only going to run really just to get myself fit enough to be able to finish it. I didn't really care what my time was, it was just to finish it. And I'm like, here I am, fucking 7 months late, 8 months later after running. I'm like, I'm running consistently 3 times a week. I've ran more than what I have in my entire life. I've taken an hour off my marathon time. I've done a half marathon in 90 minutes. I've done a sub 5:20 minute 5K, but none of that was actually the goal. The goal was actually just to start getting a little bit fitter to do something I wanted in the first place. Often goals happen because you've started to build momentum in the first place, is what I'm saying. Like, it's the same way anything that I've ever done, just fucking strength training, whatever. My goal was never to win a powerlifting competition. My goal was just to actually start going to the gym. And then as a byproduct, getting stronger. And then as a byproduct of that, I signed up to a competition. As a byproduct of that, I ended up winning the competition. I think that's so many people look at the end destination rather than the things that they have to do in the first place. We Notoriously, there's a PT that we all know that every year that puts up these 9 different fucking really quantified specific goals that they've done nothing that ever comes close. And every year it's just a variation of the same things that's just like one by one, we know that they're not going to achieve them. And like, it's just not very helpful, I think, for having really granular results for things that you've not done before.
Yeah. Stop waiting and start doing. Um,
We have a scrapbook with receipts of all the years, so can't wait to present it someday.
yeah, just following off what Kyle said, stop waiting, start doing. There's no point in trying to wait until Monday. There's no point in trying to wait until the new year because it's starting to get very, very close to that point in the year where everybody's saying, I'll just start again in January. Also, just slight caveat as well, like see if you're sitting going, but I'm trying, but I'm trying, but I'm trying. There's no, when it comes to your health and fitness, when it comes to doing the stuff that you need to do to see the progress that you want to see, there's not really any trying. Like trying should not be in your vocabulary. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. You can't try to pick something up off the floor. You either pick it up or you fucking don't. It's as simple as that. So if you are waiting, feeling sorry for yourself, wondering why you're not seeing the progress that you want to see, you need to start fucking doing instead of going in with the mindset of, oh, I'll try again next week. I'll try again next week. You fucking won't. We know you won't. So get off your ass, start doing the thing. You don't need to go hell for leather to start with. You just need to start.
Gary just chose a
Boom.
bit of violence there. Just literally quite passionate about that.
I mean, yeah, like it's a tough gig, like, but I know this is your bread and butter. This is something that we do for a living. We are very passionate about this, right? But we are also just normal fucking human beings, like just trying to get by, trying to put a roof over our head, trying to put food on the table, trying to make sure the bills are paid, and trying to have a bit of fun doing
You
it
buy a
while
High Rocks ticket.
trying to buy a High Rocks ticket, whilst whilst still living a fulfilling life. And the thing that brings us fulfillment and enjoyment and actually allows us to do that is our health, it is our fitness, it is our well-being. And if we're able to navigate all of that shit, running a business and trying to build up for the ground, whilst adapting to be new parents. Kyle's just had obviously second baby. If we can do that, you can fucking go to the gym for 2 half-an-hour sessions every single week to get yourself started, and then you can start to build a wee bit of momentum up there. It's not a timing problem, it's a priority problem. And that's when you have to take a bit of a step back. Sorry, Kyle, I'll light in a second. That's when you have to take a bit of a step back and actually ask yourself, are these goals aligned with what I want to actually achieve?
Slightly different topic, and I think this is an entire podcast by itself. But I think we've been normalized to how comfortable life can be sometimes, and the people around you making it seem like super comfortable that it's almost for a lot of people really difficult to do things that should be super easy and simple. I know that's our job to help, but um, I think I said this last week, maybe the week before. And if I didn't, I'd definitely meant to say it. But like the average human being is awful. Like, as in, like, in terms of the way they look, their energy levels. Like, if you look at like this side of the world, like, genuinely open your eyes and look at the people around you. Like, see the people that are giving you advice, see the people that have their standards, see like all that. They're like, I wouldn't trade places with any of them. Like, genuinely, there's a boy. Oh, I forget his name. He does YouTube videos on like these type of things where he goes down, like, does the average person's diet and the average person's day and stuff, and you're going, that's a fucking miserable existence. Like, I honestly, like, I think that average person gets less than 30 grams of protein per day. I'm like, that's absolute madness to me.
It's
Like,
crazy, isn't it?
the average, do you know the average American, do you guess how many calories you consume a day? Average.
You want to say 4,000?
I was going to say 3.5.
3,800.
Fucking hell, we were close, Shan. But even so, 3.8 is bonkers.
Man, I have a good weekend, and if I try tracking it, I'm like, oh, that's about 4,000. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there has been weekends where I've touched the five, but I'm like, it's very rarely like above that. But I'm like, that's double the normal food that I have almost, and I'm like, it's fucking mad that people do that on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, and it's just normal.
A lot of it's not, oh, again, it's a topic for another day we should probably talk about because I do need to get things wrapped up. But I was going to say, I think it's just simply because, like, the stress levels that a lot of us are under, the fact that food is more than just fuel, things taste good, you're dealing with physiology, you're dealing with psychology. But, like, we see when it does my head in, see when people, like, just go, oh, just eat less and move more, or just stop snacking. I'm like, it's a bit more complex than that, and that's
Yeah,
where when people go, "Oh, I can do this by myself," I'm going, "No,
You
it's not."
can't do.
Yeah, you may know what to do. We all know that that's not good for you. Like, I had a conversation with a boy last week who was talking about this, where he was like, "I just, I knew I was eating it; it wasn't good for me, but it was like an out of body experience. I couldn't control myself." I'm like, see the amount of times like I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then Jen's came through the door and she's like, oh, I got you a few cans and we're getting a pizza. I'm like, I know this isn't great for me, but see in the moment, the want and need for this is far higher than any little voice in the back of my brain that's going, don't do it, Kyle. So I'm like,
Calories in, calories out.
but do you know what? I'm sure you know what you're doing. I'm sure you know what you're doing. I'm sure you can do it by yourself. You continue cracking on and we'll see where we are in a couple of months' time.
there you go. Call
Thanks.
them out, Kyle. Call them
Thanks,
out.
thanks, Dave and Toby, for the music. We'll see you next week.
Bye.